I don't want to talk about it.
Sorry, Rambles.
Now, before you go, another Iron Man. What? You just unboxed, you just reviewed, you just had out too. I know. I have a problem. I promise, this is the last Iron Man figure for a long time. I haven't decided if this is an unboxing or a review yet. Kind of just gonna take it as it goes, because mainly, kind of want to get the Iron Man figures out the way and focus on other things. It's the Iron Man Model 1 today, guys. Yay! The gold edition. I'm pretty sure this is just like a reskin of the Model 1 that came out last year. The, what was it, silver one? Or gray one, whatever. But it just has like a skirt on it. But anyway, let's get this thing open. So in the box you see we have our gold Iron Man Model 1. We have these smoke trails. I now have at least 3. They're cool, I guess. You get 2 extra open hands. 2, I'm assuming, blast effects or repulsor effects of some sort. And the Tony Stark head that I lost that came with my 20th anniversary Iron Man. Out the box, you're greeted with a nice figure. The gold is really nice, honestly. Definitely is a nice shine to it in certain areas. Looks good. I have no complaints. I don't have any paint bleeding through or anything like that. I don't see any mistakes, it looks like. There's a lot of fine detail. Honestly, where I would expect Hasbro not to put detail and just paint it. There's separation between each parts of the arm. There's even rivets. Wow. Okay, around the cuff, separation, and even panel lining in between the spaces of different, like that's, okay, yeah. I do like this having the light blue effect. I think it looked better on the gray version or silver version of this, but I do think that would look a little weird on the all gold version, so I guess I see why they opted for the clear white version. So for articulation, it's nothing to write home about. It's pretty average, pretty basic. You're not going to get amazing articulation from this thing. You've got a swivel at the bicep, a bend. Yeah, sure, I think there's a double bend here, but the armor here is not going to allow it to actually do that. You've got swivel at the wrist, and you have a hinge that allows you to go forward and back with the fist. There's no articulation in this part of the chest. You do have a swivel back and forth on a joint. Oop, with a tight turn. Yeah, so don't do that. Nice forward kick. Twist at the thigh. Nice double bend here at the knee for great aerial poses. Thankfully there's no swivel there, because you know they love to put swivel there. Ooh, a nice side swivel. And decent front and back. So, accessories. We'll start off with these. You're given 2 hands. And they're open, and they look like they're kind of like repulsor blasting hands, to be honest. They're not.
They're not.
There's no peg in there. So you're just given hands that give off the impression. So, I mean, yeah, cool. I guess they're cool. I'm tired of these. I've gotten them in at least 2 of the last 4 Iron Man I've got. It's just kind of gotten out of hand. Like, I get it. This is a cool effect, but like, do you have to include it in so many different figures? I'm not gonna use this, but whatever. I was gonna be excited for these because I was like, oh, yay! They gave me blast effects that actually look good. They gave me repulsor effects that aren't the same generic blue color. Then I just realized they're the same generic ones they gave me in 1 or 2 of the figures before, just a different color. So, Why should I be excited? And this guy right here. This head sculpt, I lost this. I might have this one rock it, to be honest. One of them needs to wear it. I just don't know who. Welcome, guys. We're really close up. And I just wanted you to say, see. I was gonna pose him like this with, him holding the Iron Man helmet all hero-like. It kind of looks creepy with the eyes because they put the detail of like an actual head inside the helmet. So I don't know if I'm gonna pose him like this anymore, but it was an idea at one point. Okay, so I had recorded a lot of shit. Just found out none of that saved because I never hit record. So we're gonna take this from the top. $24.99. I don't know. Usually I won't recommend figures when they're that price. Or not usually. I don't like paying for figures for that price because I feel like mainly with Hasbro, their number one issue is they don't ever feature enough accessories. Now, my problem with this figure is not the accessories that are featured. I mean, not the amount you're given, because you are given a great amount of accessories. You're given the same generic smoke effects that Hasbro's been peddling to us for the last year. You're given the same generic repulsor effects. This time they're done in a nice orange soda hue. You're also given, now hear me out on this one, this is my favorite part. You're given 2 extra open hands. Because you know Hasbro loves to give you, and I don't understand this, they consider accessories. Say I have a left fist on and a right open hand. That's what comes in the box. They'll give you the same exact figure or they'll give you accessories for that figure that include, oh, you get an extra pair of hands, and it's just the extra open hand and the extra fist. I don't feel like that's accessories. I just feel like that's a way for them to get out of giving you accessories, and they're just like, here you go, it's a spot fill. Nothing frustrates me more than the fact that they do shit like that. Like, seriously, Hasbro, how hard is it for you to include accessories that aren't just extra hands or reprints of the same accessories you've been giving me in the last 4 Iron Men? Anyway, give me free toys, Hasbro. Like, I feel like that's what they do with those smoke effects. It's a spot filler. It makes you feel like you're getting more, but in reality, you're just getting something you're probably not going to use anyway. The weird orange repulsor effects, I'll take them. Whatever. And I would pose him with this head sculpt, but since on this version they have the eyes on the inside, it looks kind of creepy. So maybe another big complaint of mine I have with this figure is the articulation. Now, it's not bad. It's just it's pretty decent, and it's, for a figure of this bulky stature, I'm not pissed off, and I'm not expecting it to have. Well, I mean, I would have appreciated like butterfly swivels on the shoulders, but I get it. It's not going to have them. It looks good posed up, and it can strike, poses you would assume a suit this cumbersome would be able to pose. So I'm not mad at that. I'm a little bit mad at like other Iron Men I've received recently, their stiffness or their bulkiness or their oddness of how they've gone about articulation. This, I'm not mad about. Could it be better? Sure. But it's not terrible. My thoughts on this figure, honestly, if you have the silver version of this already, unless you're just looking to fill out your armor, your Hall of Armor, I don't really know if this is something I would recommend you to get. If you don't have an Iron Man Model 1 at all, but you want something more recent, sure. Or you're really looking for that gold Iron Man Model 1, I guess you can add this to your collection. I would probably wait though and see if it drops in price, because I got a feeling this will end up $10 or $15 cheaper off Amazon in a couple weeks to a couple months. But there might be enough people to keep it at that price. I think a few of them will drop, but we'll see. This might be worth it. It might be worth a pickup, might be worth a checkout. I got it because I have a problem and I can't stop collecting Iron Man. But I will promise this is the last Iron Man I think I'm opening for a long time. We'll see. I'm probably lying. Anyway, peace out, bitch.